Why is the mother-child relationship so important? Specifically, as we become adults, we find that healing a trauma with one's mother as an adult child can be deeply transformative in a healing process. You see, trauma is an emotional wound, and I have personal experience with that, which I will share in a minute, that can be caused by a variety of experiences, including abuse, neglect, violence, and even the event that overwhelms an individual's ability to cope. So, trauma can affect one's mental, emotional, and physical health and can have lasting impacts on our relationships, our self esteem, our overall sense of well being. I created a course specifically for this because of my lifelong experience and the ending of my relationship thus far with my mother, even though she is still alive. Whether your mom has passed on, still alive, or you want to continue a relationship with her, it's really important to try to heal that within yourself. It doesn't have to be with the individual person. One reason why someone may want to heal a trauma with their mother as an adult child is that the mother child relationship is often the most significant and influential relationship in a person's life. The mother child bond begins at birth and can have a powerful impact in personal development and attachment style. If this relationship is disruptive or traumatic, it can have a profound impact on a person's sense of self and their ability to form healthy relationships and their overall mental and emotional health. And as you heal your mother daughter trauma, it can also help you with your children if you have any, but any of your female relationships at all. And in fact, even though it's been well over 10 years for me, I still get downloads and I get understandings and healings. And this magically does energetically transform the healing to the other person, whether they are there or not. And in this case, just to give you a little inside glimpse into my life, I literally woke up this morning with the impact that as if I experienced my mother's birth of me, birthing me. It was a traumatic birth. It was the first time that she had sexual relationships with my father. It was the first time she had sexual relationships at all. And it was in the back of a Chevy. She was suddenly traumatically pregnant at the age of 19, only in Canada for 3 years. And not only that, was she scared and frightened and suddenly got married. The birth was traumatic. She almost died. I could have died. I was wrapped around the cord was wrapped around my neck, and I was breech. And there was no painkillers back then, and it was a 25-hour labor. For the first time, I sat with that and thought how horrible and traumatic was that for not only me, but her. And I had a deep compassion for what she experienced. And that's why we think the mother child bond begins at birth. It begins before birth, during pregnancy, even as a child, when you think, one day I'm going to grow up and be a mother. That was your mother, possibly. Healing a traumatic or a trauma, in this case, with one's mother as a child, can also provide an opportunity to address unsolved issues and emotions that may have been present for many years. As an adult, we may have a greater capacity to process our emotions and understand the root causes of our trauma that we could not do as a child. We just didn't have the capacity to. This can provide an opportunity for us to work through our pain and find healing and closure. In addition, healing a trauma with one's mother can help to repair and strengthen the mother child relationship that you may have with your children if you have children. When we are able to work through our pain and come to a place of forgiveness and acceptance, we can create a deeper sense of connection and understanding with our mothers, whether they are there or not. This can be especially important if we have children of our own, as we may want to create a healthy and supportive family environment for them. Now, I have done many charts with clients where they'll say, there's absolutely no way I'm going to have an understanding or an unconditional love for this mother that I raised because she was horrible, abusive, despondent, not there, an alcoholic, a drug addict, abusive or witnessing abuse and not saving me. I completely understand that type of trauma. But that there's the mother energy. We have Mother Earth, we have Father Earth, we have Father God, Father Source, Mother Feminine, nurturing energy. And we have that inside of us. We simply hope that we had a mother that would help us express that mother daughter, mother child energy. But in some cases, we didn't have that expression, that outward representation, placeholder for that energy, but you still have it inside of you. It can be challenging, but deeply rewarding process. It can help us to find closure and strengthen our relationships and move forward in a most positive and healthy way. So why am I doing a course on Momma trauma? First off, I conduct about 60 reading sessions a month. Many of them, I am looking at the charts of my clients, and many of them are looking at their mothers. I see the mother-father relationship immediately in a birth chart. Many of us have adult trauma from this childhood experience with our moms, and we want to heal that. Secondly, and probably the most importantly, is that I created this course because I survived mama trauma. But it's not as many may think, because I'm quite happy now. I do have my moments, but I quickly sober up. And when it first happened, I had much trauma throughout my childhood and the first 2 years of the breakup, of the divorce, of this splitting of this karmic relationship was very difficult for me. Over a silly disagreement, she decided never to talk to me or my only then 12-year-old daughter again. And that was over 10 years ago. That began my healing. I was saddened but relieved at the same time. It was a very odd mixture of feelings. We didn't have a horrible connection, but it wasn't great either. And as an astrologer and a psychic, I knew very well my mom's real abandonment issues. She had a horrible, terrible, unloving childhood and life, and I have deep compassion for that. Abandonment trauma is very real and disables one from honestly connecting on a deep level. This is why she is, to this day, has not spoken to us. And guess what? I healed and I'm okay with this, and you will be too if you use this as part of your journey. I also have so far survived my own mother-daughter connection with my daughter. In fact, my knowledge of my mom's strengthened that. I highly recommend that if you have not had a reading or a session with me, even if you purchase a 15-minute one, it'll give you not only insight to yourself and or your mother, but also insight to yourself and or your child. But simply purchasing this course will deepen the healing. I wish for you to have the same healing as I did, as many of the teachings in this course will help you get there. This is not about reuniting, forgiving, or even liking your mom. It's about healing you. Namaste.